Question 1, page number 47. Be attentive. There are two children in a family. So we have been discussing this earlier also. Children are like coins. Boys are like girls are like eggs. So two children means the sample space. This is the first child and this is the second child. So write down the sample space will be BB, BG, GB, GG. You able to recollect it? Now, shall I proceed further? If and mark it as slash. Remember last lecture I gave you the conditions, words. Okay? Given that, known that, if, though, although, even though. So if means slash. And when the first child is a girl, mark it as A. Then find the probability that both are girls. Both the children in the family are girls, mark it as B. I told you in the last lecture that whatever probability we will find will come in the numerator. And whatever is the condition will come in the denominator. So basically we have to find here B slash A. Which events probability we will find? Which events probability we will find both are girls, that is B. And what is the condition if the first child is a girl, that is slash A. Okay, did you understand this? So whichever probability we will find will come in the numerator and condition will come in the denominator. Got it everyone? So B slash A means conditional probability comes, so we'll find three things. A, B and A intersection. Okay, A's probability, B's probability and A intersection B's probability. So let out. Let event A be the event that first child is a girl. Got it? Let event B be the event that both children are girls. Any confusion so far? Now, A. First child is a girl, so it will include which outcomes? GB and GG. M of A is equal to 2. P of A is equal to M of A upon N. 2 by 4. Okay, here we forgot to write N is 4. 4 outcomes are there. 2 by 4, that is 1 by 2. Now P. Both are girls, so which outcome will be included? Only GG. M of B is equal to 1. P of B is equal to MB upon N. 1 by 4. And we need what else? A intersection B. Is entire B common or not? GG is common in both. So A intersection B is also GG. M of A intersection B will be 1. P of A intersection B will be M of A intersection B upon N. That is 1 by 4. Any confusions? Okay. Now, we will find which probability B slash A or A slash B?
B slash A.
B slash A. So, write down further. If the first child is a girl, comma, then probability that both are girls is equal to PB slash A, that is PA intersection B upon PA. I told you, numerator will always be
A intersection.
A intersection B, denominator will be denominator. So A intersection B upon denominator, A will be the denominator. Now what is A intersection B? 1 by 4. Now PA, don't take 1 by 2, take 2 by 4, like we did in rule of addition. Take the ones with the same denominator, so it will easily get cancelled. Now can I say 1 by 4 divided by 2 by 4 means multiplied by 4 by 2 reciprocal? So 4 will get cancelled. Answer is 1 by 2. Understood this area? Any doubts on it? 2 6-phase balanced dice are thrown simultaneously. So 36 outcomes. First, write down them. Why are you late? Come in. Do you like this? Yes, be attentive now. In the question underline, if mark it as slash, if is a condition, so mark it as slash. Underline sum of numbers on both the dice is more than 7, mark it as event A. Find the probability that underline both the dice show same numbers, mark it as B. Now tell me, do we have to find A slash B or B slash A? B slash A. I told you condition will come in the denominator and whatever probability we have to find will come in the numerator. Find the probability that both the dice show the same number, that is B, so B will come in the numerator. Condition is sum of numbers is more than 7, so that will come in the denominator. What will be the formula for B slash A? Numerator is always A intersection B, and I told you denominator is denominator. So A intersection B upon P A. B slash A means A intersection B upon P. First we define the two events. So write down, let event A be the event that sum of numbers on both the dice is more than 7. Let event B be the event that same numbers appear on both the dice. Okay? Now, first we'll find A, PA, B, PB, A intersection B and PA intersection B, then we'll apply the formula. So, A, sum is more than 7. In row of 1, do you find any sum more than 7? No, 1 plus 6 is 7, it is not more than 7. Okay, it is 7, not more than 7. We need the sum more than 7. In the row of 2, then in the row of 3, and 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6. 6-2, 6-3, 6-4, 6-5, 6. Okay? Yes, Dhirendra, be attentive here. Everywhere here the sum is more than 7. So write down A. M of A. 15. P of A. 15 by 36. 3 into 5, 3 into 12, 5 by 12. But everyone? Now B. Same number appears on both the dice. So, yes, this diagram, same number appears on both the dice. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 6, 6. Head on. What will be M of B? 6. And PB will be MB upon N. 6 by 36, 1 by 6. Further we need A intersection B. Whenever there is conditional probability, we need A intersection B. Now, always compare small to big, so it is easy. B is a small event. Is 1 1 there here? 2 2? 3 3? 4 4? 4 4 is there. Then 5 5? And 6 6. So A intersection B will include this 3. 4 4, 5 5, 6 6. These three are common. So M of A intersection B will be 3. P of A intersection B. M of A intersection B upon N. 3 upon 36, 1 by 5. Understood that everyone? Now we apply the formula. Which probability did we find here? B by A. So write down, if the sum of numbers is more than 7, then probability that both the dice show the same number is equal to PP slash A. That is PA intersection B upon PA. Now we take the values with common denominator so you get answer. Means when you take PA intersection B, instead of 1 by 12, take 3 by 36.
Because PA is having 1.
And instead of taking 5 by 12, take 15 by 36. So 3 by 36 into 36 by 15. 36 gets answer. 3 into 5 is 15. So 1 by 5. Did all of you understand this? So conditional probability, this is how you have to find. This was my confusion. All of you are clear? Now, look at question number 3. Clear, Ranger? Among the various vehicle owners visiting a petrol pump, 80% vehicle owners visit to fill petrol in their vehicle. And like 80% fill petrol. Mark it as PA. What will be the probability if it is 80%?
80 upon 100.
80 upon 100, 0.8. Understood that, everyone? Okay. In percentage, if it is given, then how will you convert it into probability dividing it by 100? So we define that event A be the event that the person going to petrol pump fills petrol. Now, 60% of the vehicle owners visit to fill air in the vehicles. So, underline fill air and mark it as PB. So again, what will be PB? 60% means 0.6. Of 50% vehicle owners visit to align fill air and petrol. Align and means intersection. So A intersection B. Now find the probability for the following event. So directly the probabilities are given. We just have to apply the formulas. Now align if, mark it as slash. A vehicle owner has come to align fill petrol, that is A. In his vehicle, then that the vehicle owner will fill air in his vehicle, align will fill air, that is B. Which probability is asked? A slash B or B slash A? B slash A. Condition is filling petrol slash A. And we will find the probability that he will also fill air in his vehicle. So B slash A. Next, the line if mark it as slash. Vehicle owner has come to fill air, that is B. Then fill air, mark it as B. Then that vehicle owner will fill and then will fill petrol, that is A. Here what is asked now? A slash B. Understood that, everyone? Only formula is to be applied. All the probabilities are directly given. So now let event A be the event that a vehicle owner visiting a petrol pump fills petrol. Let event B be the event that a vehicle owner visiting a petrol pump fills air. Now, what all probabilities are given? PA is given 80 by 100, 0.8. PB is given 60 by 100, 0.6. And PA intersection B is given 50 by 100, 0.5. Understood that, everyone? Now let us look at first answer. If a vehicle owner has come to fill petrol then probability that he will fill air is equal to PB slash A, that is PA intersection B upon PA, that is 0.5 upon 0.8. Can I say 5 by 8, or you can write it in decimals if you get exactly. Keep it in fractions only, 5 by 8. What is the answer given at the back? 5 by 8? Check it. Then check it. Exercise 1.2 question 3. And then keep it 5 by 8. Okay? Then second answer write down. If a vehicle owner has come to fill air, comma, then probability that he will fill petrol is equal to PA slash B, that is PA intersection B upon PB, that is equal to 0.5 upon 0.6, that is 5 by 6. Okay, so these questions, the probabilities have been directly given. Understood that, everyone? Okay, next question. Question number 4. %, customers hold savings account. Silence, everyone. 80% customers hold savings account. And then savings account and market as PA. What is that? Means 0.8. 50% customers hold current account, and then current account market as PB. That is 0.5. 90% of the customers hold, and then at least one of the savings and current account. Raise your hand. What is this? Raise your hand. Swati? A union B. At least word B underlined or have seen in which rule? Law addition. So at least one of the accounts, savings and current means what is that? A union B. Mark it as A union B. If one of the account holders randomly selected from this bank holds a current account, and then if mark it as slash current account A, no B, current account is B. Find the probability that he holds a, and then probability that he holds a savings account, that is A. Means what is required? A slash B. We have to find the probability he holds a savings account. Probability will come in the numerator, that is A. And condition, if he holds a current account, that will come in the denominator, so slash B. Did you understand this? What is required? A slash B. But are you given with A intersection B?
No.
So first we'll have to find that.
Yes.
Applying the formula of
A union.
A union B, first we'll find A intersection B. Then we'll apply the formula of A slash B. Understood this, everyone?
Yes.
So now, question 4, page number is now 48. Let event A be the event that a customer holds savings account in a nationalized bank. Let event B be the event that a customer holds current account with the nationalized bank. Written that. Now see, PA is given as 80% means 0.8. Now I am directly writing it. All understand this? Then PB 50% means 0.5. And the third one is P, A union B. That is 90% means 0.5. Now first we'll apply the formula of A union B and find A intersection. So let on P A union B is equal to PA plus PB minus PA intersection B. Okay. PA is 0.8 plus PB is 0.5
5.
and A union B on the left side is 0.9 and PA intersection B is what we have to find. Alright everyone? Minus PA intersection B on the left side will become plus. 0.8 as it is, 0.5 as it is, 0.9 on the right side will become minus. So is it 0.4? 0.8 plus 0.5 minus 0.9, 0.4. Now we can find the probability asked in the question. So write down. If the customer holds a current account comma, then probability that he holds a savings account is equal to PA slash B, that is PA intersection B upon A slash B, so upon PB. A intersection B 0.4 upon PB 0.5, 4 by 5. Understood this everyone? Any doubts with it? Next. Question 5. If PA equals to 2 by 3, right now, the information given first right now. PA equals to 2 by 3. Then PB equals to 3 by 5. And B slash A is 3 by 4. Now they say, for two events in a sample space of a random experiment, then find P A slash B. So how would you do A slash B then, Deepa? How 3? No? Not correct. Anyone else? 7?
Sir, first using the formula B slash A equals to PA intersection B upon PA. So we will keep the values of B slash A and B slash A.
Correct. First using the formula of B slash A, we'll find A intersection B. B slash A is available, so can we find A intersection B or not? Once we get A intersection B, what is asked? Then can we find A slash B or not? So, write down. P of B slash A is equal to P of A intersection B upon P of A. So, B slash A, that is 3 by 4. A intersection B is what we have to find. For P of A, that is 2 by 3. Okay? Yes? So, at least copy the things. Now, PA intersection B. On the other side, it will get multiplied. So, 3 by 4 into 2 by 3. 3 gets cancelled, so 2 by 4, that is 1 by 4. Understood this, everyone? Now, once the intersection B is obtained, then we can find what is asked A slash B. And therefore, PA slash B is equal to PA intersection B upon PB. That is equal to 1 by 2 upon what is PB? 3 by 5. Silence, what is going on? Keep silence. A intersection B 1 by 2 upon PB, that is 3 by 5. Now cross multiply, so 1 by 2 into 5 by 3. 5 by 6. It cannot be simplified, so 5 by 6. Understood this, everyone? And next, if PM is equal to PF equals to half, so write down PM is 1 by 2, also PF is 1 by 2, both are equal to half. Okay, we write them separately so that in solution it helps us. Now PA slash M, A slash M is given as 1 by 10, and PA slash F is again given as 1 by 2. For events A, M and F, then find A intersection M and A intersection F. Simply apply the formula of A slash M, you'll get A intersection F, and apply the formula of A slash F, you'll get A intersection F. Right, what is the formula of A slash M? What will be the formula of A slash M? Both of you cannot interested, get out. Don't disturb the class and repeat. Yes, what will be the formula of A slash M? P A intersection M upon P of M. What is A intersection M? You have to find. What is A slash M? On the left side, 1 by 10. A intersection M is what you have to find. Upon what is P of M? Again cross multiply. What will be P of A intersection M? 1 by 10 into 1 by 2, that is 1 by 20. Got it, everyone? Same way applying the formula of A slash F. You can find A intersection F. P A slash F is equal to P of A intersection F upon P of F. A slash F 1 by 2. A intersection F we have to find. Upon P of F is also 1 by 2. So what will be A intersection F? 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, that is 1 by 4. Understood this, everyone? Any doubts with it? Now, you got the summary. Give the next heading. So far we have done how many rules? 3. Give the next heading, rule 4. Law of multiplication. Rule 5. 5 or 4? This is the last rule, which is law of multiplication. Silence. Multiplication means A intersection B. Okay, multiplication means intersection. Now, which are the words which indicate law of multiplication? Only one word, and. And comes means it is law of multiplication. If you remember just now, so many questions we have done so far, we have been doing. Whenever and has been coming, we have been marking it as A intersection B. So and indicates the law of multiplication, which is A intersection B. Now, there are two cases here. Case 1 is called independent events. Independent events means A does not depend on B and B does not depend on A. Like for example, if I give problem of probability to two students to be solved and I want to point the probability they'll be solving it or not, then I assume that A does not copy from B and B also does not copy from A. Means both are solving it independently. So A's solution does not depend on B and B's does not depend on A. That is called which events? Independent events. Now, specifically independent events, the words are one by one after the other, but followed by the words with replacement. So if they say 2 cards are drawn from a pack of 52 cards one by one, means you don't select both the cards at the same time. You select first card, then you select second card. Understood that? So at one time you are selecting only one card. Got it, everyone? And if they say with replacement means what? One card is selected, you put it back. So in second card, you select from 51 outcomes or 52 outcomes? 52. So there is independent events. Understood that? Because second event will not depend on first because that card is put back. So if the words one by one after the other comes, followed by the word with replacement means you have to follow which group? Independent events. Now what is the formula of A intersection B by independent events? Simply PA into PB. That's it. Law of multiplication. Law of multiplication, so PA intersection B will be equal to PA into PB. Understood that? Now case 2. Dependent events. Dependent events, the words will be one by one after the other. Followed by without replacement. Same words, but if they are followed by without replacement means I select 2 cards. But without replacement means I select first card from how many cards? 52, then I don't keep it back. Now second card and select from how many cards? 51. Does the second depend on the first or not? Because one card is selected, which one is selected that will not come again. So second card will be only from 51 outcomes. Here second event depends on first. Now the formula is derived from conditional probability because second event depends on the first event. So if we have to find PA slash B, then it will be PA intersection B into PB. If we have to find PB slash A, then it will be PA intersection B into PA. How come? We derived it from the earlier law. What was the formula of A slash B? PA intersection B upon PB. If you bring this on the other side, then what will be A intersection B? PA slash B into PB. That is the first one. And same way, what was the formula of B slash A? A intersection B upon P of A. If you bring A on the other side, then what will be A intersection B be equal to B slash A into P of A. How will you remember the formula? It's quite simple. If you are doing A slash B, then multiply it with the second one, that is PB. If you are finding B slash, then multiply it with A intersection P is going to be there. So in A slash B, A intersection B is to be multiplied with PB. In B slash A intersection B is to be multiplied with PB. Did you understand this portion, everyone? Any doubts in this? Complete. So it's over with this. Now 11th will directly meet. Tomorrow you come for Abhishek sir's techniques, certain techniques in economics, and you come at 4:30. So 4:30 to 5:30 you'll take the techniques, then you'll be free by 5:30.
Yes.
Then after that you people don't have to come. Okay? And those who have probability, you come at Pujay at 4:30. 4:30 to 6:30, 2 hours and take a probability and cover the major portion. And then 6:30 to 7:30, come and start and take the classes.